The problem is a lot of inventory systems out there do require a lot of manual effort. There is a lot of lift to get your recipes in there, get your inventory levels in there, and get your PARs, so on and so forth. I'm never going to say it's a completely automated function, but once it's set up, you want to find the one that is most automated after the onboarding time. Hi, my name is Ryan Handel, co-founder of FIXE. FIXE, we are an automated bookkeeping service that helps streamline accounting for restaurants. I own restaurants myself, sick and tired of the accounting and bookkeeping, thought technology could have a big hand in it. That's how I started FIXE about 4 or 5 years ago. One of the topics I want to talk to you today about is inventory. A lot of people come and ask, should I be doing inventory for my restaurant? And the long story short is, it depends, right? Everybody thinks that in order to run an efficient restaurant, you have to do inventory. But the truth is, it really depends on the type of restaurant you are and how far along you are in your, let's just say, operational life cycle. So if you're a restaurant that's just getting off the ground, you've never run a restaurant before in your entire life, you don't know what's down from up and up from down, I don't know if inventory and spending the time to do it is the best use of your time. Focusing on other elements such as your purchasing, your sales, your labor, there's other better uses of your time. But once you get a little dialed in and you're ready to take a step into inventory, there are some benefits. Doing inventory is very beneficial for every single business. Having your employees see you do inventory, it has some additional benefits that can help you out. They get to see that you care and that you're paying attention. So regardless of the financial impact of doing the inventory, just that appearance goes a long ways. Next, if you're a restaurant that's turning through their inventory very quickly, such as myself, I'm involved in some restaurants, and we literally go through our inventory every single day. Therefore, our inventory doesn't really change that much. Where it does become essential is if you are doing a lot of liquor volume or you're doing a lot of volume of stuff that's sitting on your shelf. Let's say you're a bakery and you just have piles and pounds of flour sitting there, or you have cases and cases of wine. That's going to dramatically impact your financials. And in that case, inventory does help, and I would almost say it's required, right? So next is, what are the types of inventory systems that you want to use? Well, currently at FIXE, we work with Automate for a lot of our invoice processing. We also work with Margins Edge, which has their own invoice processing built in. And we work with invoice processors that integrate directly into Automate. The problem is a lot of inventory systems out there do require a lot of manual effort. There is a lot of lift to get your recipes in there, get your inventory levels in there, and get your PARs, so on and so forth. I'm never going to say it's a completely automated function, but once it's set up, you want to find the one that is most automated after the onboarding time. Find the one that is easiest for you to access reporting, easiest for you to integrate with your invoice processing, and honestly, easiest for your managers to access and to see those live numbers. Ultimately, the inventory will impact your financials. It's also nice when you can see your recipe costs and you can see your theoretical recipe costs versus your actual recipe costs. But ultimately, you need to find out what type of restaurant you are. Are you just starting up and you don't have the time to do it and you're not going to do it effectively? Or are you a restaurant where it may not be necessary? But if you are a restaurant where it is necessary, choose the right system and make sure you are consistent at doing it. One other thing when doing inventory, besides the system or the software that you're using, make sure you have a consistent procedure in place. A lot of times restaurants, every time when it comes to inventory, they get some random person in their restaurant to do the inventory. In order for it to be accurate, you should have the same person do it every time. It should probably be a manager or a supervisor in that capacity, and make sure they're consistent in doing it on the same day a week and the same time of the month to make sure those numbers are accurate. When you have random people doing it, they have random ways of looking at bottles and assigning the right values to them. So consistency is key there in order for your inventory to be accurate. Thanks again. Thanks for taking the time to watch our videos. If you think we're full of crap, by all means, leave a little message down below, click and subscribe. We'll hope to see you again soon. Thanks.